Hi, it's our 2-year vanniversary.
We're Trisha and Randy. Welcome to our van build, plus where to go, what to see. It's adventure time.
Jimmy the Jeep is in the shop, so we've got a rental back there. We're getting him all fixed up. That's a whole nother story. Wasn't Randy's fault. Anyway, we are getting ready to head out west again. We had our big trip to Portugal. We meant to get this out before we left, and I did get around to it. So I'm getting around to it now, and we will show you what worked and what didn't. Some quick stats. We're still married.
Right.
One of the main things that people commented on when we were building our van was that they could not imagine being in a small space with their spouse for that long.
This year, we are going to take this big white tent. This is one of my art show tents. We got all new side panels that are pretty interesting, and a new top for it. And so we will have that addition. I'm still trying to combine painting and van life, which I've not been doing a good job at. Okay, we got brand new tires. Brand new for the trip out west. Now, how long did our tires last?
50,000 plus.
Yeah, so that was pretty good, don't you think?
Yes.
So of course we have a dually, so we have to buy 6 tires.
Yep.
But I mean, that was pretty good.
We've been consistent about oil changes and have done those right on time. We've replaced all the brake pads once. We've replaced a 100-pound generator with a 50-pound one, which has worked out much better. We have rarely used it, but it's nice to have a backup if you're in a shady place or if you just have several days of overcast skies.
Out west, we typically have plenty of solar. But in the east, we have issues. We've had to use the generator a couple of times because it's just, too shady with these enormous trees that we have around us.
Our 30-gallon water tank lasts about 3 weeks, and we really can't fill it up to 30 gallons. It's probably more like 27, 28 gallons. Typically, we either pay for showers or we go to Planet Fitness, things like that. We average about 16 miles per gallon without towing, but when we have Jimmy the Jeep on board, it drops to almost 11. However, I think that it kind of evens out because we save money by taking the Jeep into town and on errands and just to go have fun. Mountain roads can cause overheating. We've had that issue 2 or 3 times where we have just pulled over and let it cool down. That is when we're pulling the Jeep and we're at very high elevations. We're talking 10,000 feet and above.
If you have not already subscribed, please do. It is free. We really try to pack our videos full of useful information about where to go, what to see, what things cost, what they don't cost. Same will go for our Portugal videos. We stayed in some amazing places. Subscribing really helps the analytics. It helps people find us, and so we can get more useful information out there. So more and more people can get out and enjoy nature. I just think nature has healing properties that are amazing, and our peeps can use that. We need that.
We don't have AC in the back of the Jeep. We use our little vent windows that pulls air across us when we have the max fan on out, air out. It does a really great job of pulling the cool air over us as we sleep. There are times in the east that it just gets way too hot and sticky. But out west, even though it's hot during the day, the temperatures typically drop cool enough at night that is not an issue. Okay, we have recently changed out the storage cubes. They lasted about 2.5 years. They're only about $4 each. Some of them have gone up a little bit at IKEA. You are doing that times 12. We've been pretty happy with the storage cubes. The floor has not held up. One thing that's happened on this broken area, it's like the plywood underneath has come up. And so it broke through the vinyl planking. Also, the freezer sliding in and out has caused abrasion. They just haven't held together well. I've not been at all happy with them. The freezer was on a pull-out tray that had side extensions. That I don't think worked well. I think we need maybe to support it on the floor. However, right now, just pulling it out of its cubbyhole is working fine. So I don't even know if we'll replace the pull-out tray. Not happy with the latches. The latches have been hit or miss. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they open when we're moving. We end up having to back it up, duct taping the cabinets because we're scared they're going to open up while we're moving, and then we end up with gooey stuff all over the cabinets because we've used duct tape. The bed has worked very well. It is our comfy little nest, so I like that. Now, under the little purple mattresses, we do have a 1.5-inch mat that we've put under it, and that gives us a little extra cush. All appliances have worked well. I don't think we've had any appliances that have broken down or that anything that we had to throw out. We do not have an oven, so we use our little pizza pizzazz when things need to be toasted. When we were back in Georgia and it got down to 9 degrees, I think, our indoor plumbing line froze leading to the water pump. Yeah, it wasn't really a bad issue. Randy repaired it, and we went to Florida. We were just home for the holidays, and man, it's cold. We normally follow the weather, so that's not typically an issue. Let me see. Oh, our 40-year-old cassette toilet, our little portable porta potty, developed a leak, so we replaced it. The wooden countertops need to be resanded and polished. Not real happy with them, but I'm sure they'll look great after we clean them up. But, they have definitely taken a lot of abuse. Over the past 2 years, our beloved 17-year-old Pepper went over the Rainbow Bridge. That was the most difficult part of our journey. Being in beautiful surroundings and the excitement of exploration and adventure typically puts you in a good mood. The people we meet on the road are usually in really good moods too. You have to figure out what brings you joy. We are not competing with anyone. We're living our best lives. And that may not in any way line up with what your best life is. But we do the things that make us happy.
We are back at my son's house, and it's starting to get chilly. Fall's in the air, and so we're going to take off to the Southwest, probably Arizona and Southern California. The boys are going to meet us out there for Christmas. We're going to have a California Christmas and have a lot of fun out there. We're going to show them some of the stuff that we've been doing in Anza Borrego, and so some of the places that we've been before, but they've never been to before. So that should be fun. Well, we always add new places onto that too. We had a fabulous time in Portugal. We were there for a month. It did not work out the way I wanted it to with using my phone to do CapCut. I got one posted. So anyway, there will be a series of videos on Portugal that you will want to see. Definitely put Portugal on your list. It is an incredibly beautiful country, very affordable, just really amazing. You'll see.